Hey there, and welcome back to our kitchen. I'm Jenny, this is Casey, and we're two of Festival's Mealtime Mentors. Today we are cooking up a hearty meal that the whole family will love.
Yes, we are. We're making meatball subs, which I love. They're so easy, simple, and delicious.
Yes, and these are super simple. So.
Yes, they are. So to get started with one of our simple steps, we're using Mom's meatballs from our meat department. So these are pre-seasoned, pre-formed meatballs. We've just spread them out on a baking sheet with some parchment paper. So we're just going to toss these in the oven.
So they're going to bake at 400 for about 25 to 30 minutes or until they're golden brown and cooked through. You'll want to turn them a couple times while they're baking so that they brown evenly on all sides.
Yes, and you could definitely use your own meatball recipe if you want to, or if you have another favorite meatball, but we like these because, again, they're super simple.
Yeah, there's no prep for us.
Right.
So while those meatballs are cooking, I'm going to go ahead and get started on the sauce. So the sauce, again, is super simple, and I have some olive oil going in the pan here, and I'm just going to add some garlic and crushed red pepper, which is optional. We like a little bit of heat in there, and it's not really too spicy, but if you are sensitive to spicy foods, you can certainly leave that out.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna cook this for about a minute until it's nice and fragrant.
Yeah, so we're making our own sauce for these meatball subs. Again, another shortcut you could take is just getting some jarred like marinara sauce.
Yeah, and then these are 4-ingredient.
That's so
subs.
easy, yes. Especially for a weeknight when you don't necessarily want to put a lot of time into making dinner.
Yeah.
And another thing you could do with these is make each of the components, just make a ton of them like at the beginning of the week, and then just assemble the sandwiches throughout the week.
Yeah, we are big fans of meal prep, so that is
yeah.
definitely a very easy step. Okay, this smells so good.
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna get the rest of our sauce ingredients, and we have some crushed tomatoes here. So these are no salt added tomatoes, just so we can control the amount a little bit better.
Yeah, those meatballs do have some salt in them, so it's a nice way to balance that out.
A little oregano, and then some pepper. Can never have too much pepper, in my opinion.
Right.
And just a little touch of salt. Now give that a stir. So then we are going to want to bring this to a simmer and then let it cook for about 15 minutes to really let all those flavors come together. All right, so this sauce is looking good and our meatballs are done. They're nice and brown and cooked through.
Yes.
So the next step is to get the meatballs into this sauce and then give it a stir to give it a good coat.
Yes, so while Jenny's working on that, I'm going to work on our buns, our sub rolls for our sandwiches. So today we're just using hoagie rolls from our bakery. You could, again, use whatever kind of sub bun or just regular bun that you would like. So I'm going to go through and cover the, we've cut them in half, so I'm going to cover that cut side with some provolone cheese, just sliced provolone cheese. And this cheese is obviously very tasty, but it's also a little bit functional. It helps to kind of create a barrier between that bread and the sauce that we're going to put on it eventually, because nobody likes when you have soggy bread that falls apart with your sub. So, so I've covered our bread with the cheese, and I'm going to stick it under the broiler.
Yeah, so we'll broil for about 2 to 3 minutes. We're just looking for that bread to get nice and toasty and the cheese to get melted. Okay, so these look delicious. The cheese is nice and melty, bread's golden brown, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the meatballs in.
Yes.
Okay, let's see how many I can fit on here.
I love that cheese, like we said, it forms kind of that barrier, so it's not gonna get through as well to the bread. Plus, when the bread's toasted, that kind of helps it to not get soggy anyway.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So good.
This looks really good. This is also going to be a mess to try.
Good
But it's going to taste good, I can tell.
I feel like this is the perfect family weeknight meal or even a good party meal.
Oh, yeah. Meatball subs are very popular.
Yeah. Who doesn't love this, right?
Right. Good for any time of the year.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, Jenny. Okay. I think you just have to go for it. I think that's the strategy here. That sauce is really good.
It is super good, and it was so easy to make. So
definitely worth making your own.
Yeah.
But again, we won't judge if you get your own kind of jar of marinara.
Exactly. Well, we hope you give these cheesy, easy, delicious subs a try.
And to get this recipe on your phone, text SUB to 78402.
And for more recipes and resources from your mealtime mentors, visit bestfoods.com.